I'd like to start this by reading Ecclesiastes 3, which has always been one of my favourite passages in the Bible. A time for everything. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build up, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to turn away, a time to search and a time to quit searching, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be quiet and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. This passage has always been important to me because it says that God is in every season, that He knows everything, and that there are different seasons in our life. There's a reassurance that there is a time for everything. This current season of our lives has brought many changes in all of our lives. We've had to step away from loved ones, to lock away, to protect both ourselves and others, and it has been hard. It has challenged people in a way that is different to times in the past. Even at times of war, people were able to pull together and to be together in those difficult times. Whereas now, in order to protect each other and to protect the most vulnerable, we've had to shut our doors. This has been a very challenging season. We've had to stop embracing others, stop that physical contact, and to start a social distance. And a lot of this goes against our nature and our usual behaviours. We as a family have been shielding because of Lucy, who had a kidney transplant, and that has made changes in our life. It has meant locking ourselves away from all family and friends for a period of time. Early on in it, my sister came to deliver some things, and instead of inviting her in as normal, she stood on the path with my nephew and niece, and we stood in the garden. A friend came to deliver food, and I spoke to her through a closed front door. On both of these occasions, up until the middle of the march, the natural response would be, "Come on in, have a cup of tea, let's catch up." We've had family birthdays and either not being able to attend, having to attend a different time, and not being able to hug one another, to be one another's houses, and to do those normal things. But there is a time for everything, and there is hope. As lockdown has eased and as shielding has eased, we have seen family and friends a bit more, and we've seen them outside. We've been able to be out and about. We've explored new parks and new places, and we are coming into the light a bit more. If I was writing Ecclesiastes, I would have added that there is a time to give and a time to receive. Many of you who are people who have given of yourselves so much over the years, you have spent hours, days, weeks and years of your life in service to others, in your families, in your community and in your churches. And maybe with COVID-19 that has had to stop. You've been advised that it's not safe to give in the same ways as it is in the past. Our church doors have closed, our activities have ceased, we can't see each other in the same way, but our church has not stopped. The people of God have been working by praying for each other, by phoning one another. We have found fellowship on Zoom and in other ways, and we are finding new and different ways to serve one another and meet each other's needs. And we are giving in different ways. There is a time to give and a time to receive. And this has also been a time to receive. You, like us, may have had to rely on others for food and for medicine and for other essential items. I know I have found this difficult, as this goes against the grain of who I am and what I am normally doing. I am normally somebody who is out giving to other people, serving other people, and wanting to be there for other people. I have had to content myself that this is a different season when I normally like to be practical and be doing. And one of these ways is the baby bank. We had worked hard, my team and I, to set the baby bank up prior to lockdown, and we're just ready to launch and start helping people when lockdown hit and we had to pause. As lockdown has eased, we were able to start helping people, and to date we have helped 21 families. My role in this has been very different to what I expected and what I thought. I am not able to be down at the church receiving donations and meeting people and sorting donations and delivering things as I normally would like to be. And again, God has said to me that there's a time for everything. We have a wonderful team of people. We have those who are receiving and sorting and delivering, and are very happy to do it. And I am happy to let them do that this time. My role is the admin and taking calls and messages, and it's different to what I had expected, but it's good. God is using what I can do from home, as He can use each of us within our current circumstances.